Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends, share the link in Facebook, Twitter, Twitter. Yeah, all the social media, which is not really a social media as long it's a gang media. However, invite all the gang who they defend Islam. You see, many years ago, when I did read this hadith about Allah sending, how Allah He resurrect people from the grave, and I show the Muslims that Allah He will send semen, sperm. The Muslim, they start saying a Christian Prince is lying in the translation. It doesn't say that, CP. So all those years, like now we have Islamic books translated, yes, but Islamic translation is not honest, and what is it translated is not even 1 to 1%, 1 to 1% of Islamic books, and the translation is made by Muslims who they are defending Islam. But today, finally there is a Muslim who was able to read the hadith, and he exposed all those who lie and say I was lying. Yasir Qadi, may Allah bless he's a messenger of Allah. He was sent by Allah to the Muslims. All those Muslims on YouTube are sent by Allah. Don't you Muslims believe in destiny? Okay, it's a destiny. Whatever those people say, it's a destiny. You like it, you don't like it, it's destiny. So deal with the destiny of Allah. Can you change the destiny of Allah? Zakir Naik, he said yes. We will go back later for this, because some Muslim, they made comment which is very funny and I like it, very entertaining. Let us go to the video, and this video present what happened to a Muslim who could not take it. This guy is supposedly religious, he defend Islam, blah 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 blah, whatever you name it. But then when he read this hadith, he could not take it no more. What this hadith is about. Listen carefully. I think my CD is stuck. Hold on. We Middle Eastern, we do not know how to, activate our CD. So I think it's stuck. Hold on. I don't know why it keep repeating the same thing. I don't want to blame the CD. It's Allah. Allah, He keep repeating Himself. I can show you the same verse in the Quran in hundreds of verses. So don't blame the CD. It's destiny, my friend. It's destiny to play it over and over and over. So what is disgusting nonsense, my friend? What's happening? Can you explain to us exactly what's happening? What do you mean by screen? Oh, you guys saying there's no sound? Are you sure? Okay, hold on. There's no sound. I don't know why there's no sound. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. Don't blame me. It is destiny. If the sound did not work, that's mean it is destiny. All right, hold on. Give me a second. No sound, huh? Okay, let's see now. Do you have sound?
We can say that the...
Okay, what about now? Don't tell me now there's no sound. And the other day there's a person, he said to me, there's no sound, I sent you into the heaven of Allah. Since then, he could not even sleep because he's having sex. This is a torture. This is not... Okay, so now we have sound, right? So listen carefully what our friend here is saying. Now you can hear it better.
What kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is what kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is what kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is that?
We can say that the Quran strongly suggests, the Quran seems to have.
What kind of disgusting nonsense is that?
No, I mean, the screen is not working good. Hold on, let me fix it. I think Destiny, it's a Destiny working this way. Don't blame me. Blame Destiny, Mr. Destiny.
What kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is that? What kind of disgusting nonsense is that?
We can say that the Quran strongly suggests, the Quran seems to have a very strong indication that Isa is coming. However, it is not definitive and it is not conclusive in and of itself.
Abe Salo, this is strong. Strong, people, strong suggestion. Pay attention.
Just from the language of the Quran and just from the context of the Quran, we give it the presumption, but not the certainty.
So that's the strong strong suggestion Jesus is coming in the Quran. It's not actually anywhere in the Quran, but khair.
Hey, just idiot, come on. You see, just to show you that those kids who make fun of the other kids, they are ignorant themselves. Your prophet, he says, Liyushika, it's almost Jesus coming. Not only he suggests, he said it's almost there. So when you make fun of your scholar, or the one who call himself scholar, make fun of your prophet. Actually, this is what the Muslims are doing. They are making fun of their prophet, of what he say. Read carefully, and this is Sahih, strong, yes, it's strong. So by the one whose my hand is in my soul, Ibn Maryam, the son of Mary, shall soon descend among you. So when you say strong, yes, it's strong. He says soon. Do you know what soon? Actually, in Arabic, it says not soon. It says liyushikna, almost he is here. So don't make fun of your scholar. Make fun of your prophet. Now go back to the story, which is, as you said, disgusting.
What kind of disgusting nonsense is that?
We can say that the Quran strongly suggests, the Quran seems to have a very strong indication that Isa is coming. However, it is not definitive and it is not conclusive in and of itself.
Abe Salo.
Abyss, hello.
Strong. Strong, people, strong suggestion. Pay attention.
Just from the language of the Quran and just from the context of the Quran, we give it the presumption, but not the certainty.
So that's the strong strong suggestion Jesus is coming in the Quran. It's not actually anywhere in the Quran, but khair, strong.
As for the hadith, this is where, of course, the issue becomes crystal clear.
Then the hadith, there's no doubt now. Doubt has been killed.
Exactly. You see, Muslims are very funny. Muhammad is your favorite prophet. He is the best prophet. He is the most beloved by Allah, but you are waiting for Jesus. I mean, how crazy are you? What do you have to do with Jesus? Look. We are not talking about Muslims, talking about when Muhammad will come back. Muhammad is finito. Tony killed him. Hey, Tony, can you send me back Muhammad? Oh, sorry, I made him pizza. The Muslims now talking about the coming of Jesus. The whole world is waiting for the coming of Jesus. So Muslims are, what is your religion exactly? What about the coming of Allah? The coming of Jesus, the Savior, I mean to that. So even the cult of Muhammad, every single one of them is waiting for Jesus. That is my Lord. We belong to him, you don't. You are waiting for him what? For what reason? To save you? And what kind of a plan your God he have? Why he allow Muhammad to be killed by poison? A woman, she bought it from Home Depot for rats. And he did not save Muhammad, but yet he want to save Jesus, and Jesus is the one, the hero, who will finish everything. Who is the one who will stay to the end of the movie? The hero. Who died in the beginning? The potatoes. According to you, right? Jesus is alive for the Christians, for the Muslims. I mean to that. Now, what's happening here? Okay, so Jesus is coming. So what is the problem? I'm not getting it yet.
Disgusting nonsense is that?
We can say that the Quran strongly suggests, the Quran seems to have a very strong indication that Isa is coming. However, it is not definitive and it is not conclusive in and of itself.
Abe Salo, this is strong. Strong, people, strong suggestion. Pay attention.
Just from the language of the Quran and just from the context of the Quran, we give it the presumption, but not the certainty.
So that's the strong suggestion Jesus is coming in the Quran. It's not actually anywhere in the Quran, but khair, strong.
As for the hadith, this is where, of course, the issue becomes crystal clear.
Then the hadith, there's no doubt now. Doubt has been killed. There is no doubt.
The number of Sahaba from whom this hadith is narrated is around 10 or so. We have Abu Huraira, we have Jabir ibn Abdullah, Ibn Mas'ud, Ibn Umar, Aisha, Samura ibn Jundub, Imran ibn Hussein, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, Hudhayfa, Thawban, and in fact one or two more.
There's a hadith of Ibn Mas'ud. He mentioned Ibn Mas'ud.
Ibn Mas'ud.
First of all, Ibn Mas'ud begins by saying that the Christians claim Jesus will come back. You see this belief creeping in. But anyway, check this out.
Here you see how they try to defend. He says the Christian claim, you are an idiot. You are a certified idiot. Here we go. This is the hadith. You see, if the Christian claim, then it should not be saying that Muhammad said the hadith. You see how those are a bunch of kids, and this guy, he called himself Mufti. It's your prophet who is saying, not the Christian claim. Is that your prophet saying here the Christian claim, or he is saying, I swear by Allah? Your false prophet swearing, not only he is saying he is coming back. So when you say Ibn Mas'ud, he says the Christian claim, you are an idiot. And here you notice how Muslims, they start making fun of their prophet, which is great. This is strong. It is in front of you. Here we go. It's called Sahih. And who is the one who's talking? This is not Ibn Mas'ud. And your prophet saying, I swear by Allah, and this is mutawatir hadith, it's repeated. So, by the one whose hand is my soul, he's swearing, he's not just making a comment, he's taking an oath. And yet this Muslim from Pakistan making fun of Allah and his messenger. I like that. This is exactly what Muhammad he deserved. First, he's a false prophet. Falsely, he claimed that Jesus is almost here. Secondly, if Jesus is almost here, why you are there? I mean, what Jesus should do, you could not do. Explain to us, Muhammad. Because obviously, Muhammad, there is something he cannot do, but Jesus, he can. And why it's important for Jesus to come. If you read the story here, you would die laughing. Jesus is going to go and have a cowboy fight with Mr. Pig. And he will kill the pig. I mean, have you heard of a religion? The main enemy of their God is a pig. Don't you think there is something wrong with this cult? So, this God Allah, he saved Jesus to the end of the time. And now Jesus is coming. And now Jesus, he will stand in this earth and he will call the pig. I always thought about it in a certain way. You know, I have a strong imaginary like Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. I mean, not exactly, you know, the Prophet, he imagined himself having sex with his wife, but in fact he did not. I did not go that far. But obviously, Muhammad, he is imagining a certain fight. And that fight is hilarious. Hey, and now pig is dead and the whole world is happy. I mean, come on. What is our problem in this earth, Mr. Pig? I mean, what is making this earth hell? It is the pig. I mean, we have to be honest here. If Isa, brother, he come back and he killed the pig, I mean, what a big relief for us as mankind. I mean, finally, brother, the pig is dead. Let us be honest. Isn't it this is the dream of each one of us? Isn't it this is the purpose of God to exist? To come and fight the pig. Finally, Isa is coming with his big guns. Because our guns don't work, you know, we have to be honest. I mean, you kill the pig, he come back. You kill him, he come back. You kill him, he come back. It's scary. But finally, the one with the biggest gun ever, he will come. His name is Isa, brother. He will stand in the front of the pig, and the pig like will be like, please, please, like, come on, you know, like, I will not do it again. What you did exactly. I ate your chocolate. I ate your grass. I mean, what's wrong with this religion? So we will wait for centuries, and God knows how many, maybe thousands of years, until the Messiah come. And when he comes, surprise, surprise, he will look for Mr. Pig. I question how big the brain of the one who made this story up. Obviously, his brain is smaller than a pig brain. But anyway, I would like to watch this movie, you know, I don't mind to see Isa come in and the pig in front of him and, you know, like standing in front of each other. And I don't know if the pig, he will have a gun too. I mean, I don't think Isa will shoot at him without having a gun. I mean, it's have to be honorable fight, you know. Come on, Honorable Isa fighting the Honorable Mr. Pig. Takbir! Takbir! The pig is dead. That's it. I mean, look what they are talking about. I mean, this is a religion. This is a religion. And the most powerful person who the Muslims are waiting for, he will kill the pig. And by the way, when you say the pig, which one? What do you mean with the pig? When you say the pig, and then the second mission, he will break the cross, the phobia of the cross. And he will remove the jizya, because until now, Muhammad, he thinks that the Christians are going to be slave of the Muslims and paying jizya. You idiot. There's no Christian pay jizya no more, long time ago. You see, this is alone a proof that Islam is a fraud, because Muhammad claimed that the Christians will be paying jizya to the Muslims. The Muslim will be occupying them and forcing them to pay jizya. Which country the Christians, they pay jizya? Where? It's gone. And that is additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud, because in this hadith he claimed, which is very sahih, that the Christians will pay jizya until the judgment day. In fact, the one who's paying jizya right now to America and to the West is the Muslims. They force you to buy their weapon. They force you to have their bases. All of you are under the commands of those countries. The Saudi, they kiss the shoes of a Trump to keep his force, to defend them, to protect them, paying him a lot of money. This is jizya. You pay for protection, my friend. Kuwait pay for protection. Qatar pay for protection. All of you pay for protection. So your prophet is a false prophet. Now we continue with the topic, and I hope soon, guys, you get ready and get your umbrella ready, because soon we will get ready in the hot part of the video.
عائشة, سمرة ibn Jundub, Imran ibn Hussein, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, Hudhayfa, Thawban, and in fact one or two more.
There's a hadith of Ibn Mas'ud. He mentioned Ibn Mas'ud.
Ibn Mas'ud.
First of all, Ibn Mas'ud begins by saying that the Christians claim Jesus will come back. You see this belief creeping in. But anyway, check this out. More interesting.
Check this out.
I want to bring your attention. Elaborate detail on the end of time. What's going to then happen is, look at all of this. What will, he goes through in, details. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. A wind is going to come. Ya'juj, Ma'juj are going to come. People are going to die. All this stuff. But then what's going to happen after this utter destruction? Now, this is the hadith. He was saying, Yasir Qadi, that we can't question with reason.
Put together, too many of the Sahaba have narrated it, and therefore predominant Sunni methodology basically is that mutawatir ahadith are certain. Yufidul qata'. It's not dhanni, it's not something that is subjective, it is something that is certain. The notion of rejecting mutawatir ahadith simply because it is not rational, right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this strand of Islam versus the bulk of Ahlus Sunnah or the bulk of Sunni Islam. So,
now check this out. What does the hadith say at the end? When there's utter destruction, how will this be brought back? Then Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people, let me repeat. Look at it for yourselves. Bring your attention. Elaborate detail on the end of time. What's going to then happen is, look at all of this. What will, he goes through in, details. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. A wind is going to come. Ya'juj, Ma'juj are going to come. People are going to die. All this stuff. But then what's going to happen after this utter destruction? Now, this is the hadith. He was saying, Yasir Qadi, that we can't question with reason.
Put together. Too many of the Sahaba have narrated it, and therefore predominant, Sunni methodology basically is that mutawatir ahadith are certain. Yufidul qata'. It's not dhanni. It's not something that is subjective. It is something that is certain. The notion of rejecting mutawatir ahadith simply because it is not rational, right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this strand of Islam versus the bulk of Ahl Sunnah or the bulk of Sunni Islam. So
now check this out. What does the hadith say at the end? When there's utter destruction, how will this be brought back? Then Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people.
What? And what is the guy who just 2 days ago, he said to me, Christian Prince, why you keep talking about sex? Do you remember? A guy, he came here in the chat, he says, why you keep talking about, what is your religion? I mean, all your religion is about sex. You pray, you fast, you kill, you whatever, you go, what you get? Sex. How Allah reward you? He make your penis endless. He will make the vagina fit for that, which incredibly, I mean, imagine your penis is endless and the vagina fit for that. How that's been endless vagina. So like how big the women is going to be, I mean, I'm not going to go in details. So when the Muslims, they say, why are you talking about sex? And only religion is about sex. Even when Allah want to resurrect people, He's going to do what? Listen to this, guys. It's not me who said that. You see, Muslims, when I translate to you, you say Christian Prince is lying. And this is why I'm really happy to see this video, because finally one of you is reading it. And one of you is translating it. And one of you is exposing it. Are you going to say now Christian Prince is lying?
Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people, let me repeat, look at it for yourselves. ثُمَّ يُرْسِلُ اللَّهُ مَاءً, Allah will send down on earth, shower down on earth, fluid from beneath His arsh. So beneath His throne there's a collection of fluid, which is كَمَنِيِّ الرِّجَالِ, which is like the sperm of men. This is going to shower down on the globe, and what's going to happen is this is going to then give birth to once again life. So sperm. So for that, people, I had to yeah. So
this is the best part of the video, where he opened the umbrella to cover himself from the shower of the ejaculation of the sperm of Allah. I mean, how beautiful it is that we are in a time where Muslims are laughing at their prophet description about his God, his religion, and his Allah, and the resurrection of Allah. You see, Jesus, he said to the man, come from the grave, he come from the grave. Allah, he cannot do that. He need ejaculation, as this guy, he said. Excuse my language. And he hold an umbrella to make fun of his God and his prophet, because the one who said that is the prophet. And the prophet, he didn't speak for his own. The prophet, he been taught by Allah. So literally, Muslims are leaving Islam by millions because they are making fun of their prophet's statements. And to the point, they turn Muhammad into a show of a comedy. Now, don't forget to download this video as soon as we finish, because they will try their best to make it disappear. Trust me. So what happened? When we read what Muhammad said, we start laughing and die laughing. We go in denial, you know. We go like in a hilarious way, trying to make a laugh out of pain. He is not laughing, he is in pain. His laugh is just to cover how stupid this is. And you want to say, okay, this has nothing to do. There's no way this is true.
The bulk of Sunni Islam. So
Now check this out. What does the hadith say at the end? When there's utter destruction, how will this be brought back? Then Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men.
Can you believe it? Muslims are laughing at their prophet. I mean, usually we hear Muslims here, they say, Christian Prince, you made us laugh. Muslims, they say that. And I made them laugh at their prophet, yes. But they don't go live on air and they laugh like this about him. You know? And this is how Islam became a joke for Muslims too. It's not only for you Christians, even Muslims are laughing. What is Muhammad, he said. I don't know, we should pay him, this guy. He's doing a great job.
Translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people, let me repeat. Look at it for yourselves. ثُمَّ يُرْسِلُ اللَّهُ مَاءً. Allah will send down on earth, shower down on earth, fluid from beneath his arsh. So beneath his throne, there's a collection of fluid, which is كَمَنِيِّ الرِّجَالِ, which is like the sperm of men. This is going to shower down on the globe, and what's going to happen is this is going to then give birth to once again life. So sperm. So for that, people, I had to yeah. So oh yaar ye blizzard, huh yaar ye kya ho raha hai yaar? What's this? What kind of games are so Allah is going to send down a blizzard of sperm like sorry, man sperm like fluid. So this, and for some reason this sperm bank is under the throne of God. I mean, that's what this actually is saying. Look, and it mentions yumni, that it will come down as it will be ejaculated down onto Abbe yaar ye, what on earth is going on? Seriously, I mean, what on earth is going on here? I will help you.
If we go in the Quran, Allah, he says, if we want to take a partner, we will take a partner from ourselves. This is Quran. So if you are a person who want to believe in the Quran, when the Quran says, if I want to take a partner as a wife, we would like to take that partner from ourselves if we do so. Okay, he's talking about having a wife, if he want to do that. Okay, hold on. Now, if is a condition, if he like to do that, but still that means he can do it. So when Allah speak about taking a wife, isn't it, this is clear evidence that Allah can ejaculate and Allah can have sex? And he is a male. And you Muslim keep saying, calling him he. I mean, why you never call him she? Even himself, he called himself, it is he. So, if Allah want to take a partner, he will take it from ourself. The Muslim translation here says nearest to us. This is false translation. You change the translator, you know, it's the Islamic, you know, this guy, he speak Arabic supposedly, as I see. So he do not need a translation anyway. So it says, min ladunna in kunna fa'ili. All right? This is the Muslim translation, which is, let us say, it's close to the correct Arabic translation. Had we intended to take a pastime, i.e. wife, so we can have a son, etc., we could surely have taken it from us. Okay. This is chapter 21, verse number 17, for those who says we are not showing you the reference. If Allah cannot, excuse my language, guys, this is, you know, this is, we are studying religion, we are not speaking dirty, don't use bad language in the text, please. If Allah cannot ejaculate, and this person, he cannot believe it, that Allah can ejaculate, then how Allah, he says, if I want to take a partner, i.e. a wife, we surely taken it from us. And here, this is destroy the statement of Muslims claiming that Allah is a one God, because when he say from us, you know, us mean there's many of us. You see, when we say us, it's me, my kind, my people, my family maybe. You don't say us including a dog with you. You don't say us including a tree. You say us mean maybe your wife with you, your child, your son, your brother, you know, this is us, a group of people or a group of a kind. So when Allah says, if I want to take a partner, and the partner here have to be from the same kind. Why? Because it's going to be a wife, and wife mean, I mean, a man, he cannot have a children from a donkey. He have to have sexual intercourse with a woman from his kind. So your God making it so clear in the Quran that he is not one, there's us, as you see, and making it so clear in the Quran that yes, it is possible for him to have a wife, but you don't have it yet. Maybe this is old news 1400 years ago. Maybe now he have one. So when this person, he is questioning such a thing, well, you need to question the Quran too, because the Quran confirm that it is possible for Allah to have a wife, and this wife is from us, which means from his kind, jellyfish kind, whatever it is, and then he will have sex with this kind of female, if he do so. Now you say he's saying if he do that, who care? You see, in order to me to do it, this is if can work for everybody, which means it's possible. If does not confirm never do. If confirm that we can do, it's possible. Otherwise, why is even he saying about it? You know, okay, if we want to take a partner, so in order to take a partner, the partner should be first there. You know what I mean, people? In order to take a partner, the partner shall be exist first. Otherwise, taking a partner who does not exist is a joke. So, and he confirmed that this partner is exist by saying from us. This partner is not a fiction partner, supposedly. It is exist, it is from us, someone within us. So, if we intended to take a partner, and by the way, here he says past time, this is a translation, but the word in Arabic, lahwan, and this person, he speak Arabic, lahwan is a word mean women. Women. Female. Let us make it more accurate. Female. So Allah is speaking about specifically about a female. And this female can provide him kids. So if we intended to have a female, we will take her from us. So there is female Allah and there is a male Allah. the verse confirming that with no doubt. So why this person is, he's going crazy when he heard that Allah will ejaculate? Because if Allah cannot ejaculate, well, this verse have no meaning. There's no meaning of it. If we want to take a partner, wife, we will take it from us. So there is us, and it's possible to have a partner. But always, those who start thinking about the madness of the religion of Islam, they come to this, let us say, stage where they are in denial, and they think by laughing, they can cover up what is there. You laugh at it, you don't laugh at it, it is there, and your prophet says that. And you want to say to me that this is crazy, I agree with you. But didn't you ask yourself why it is not crazy for the last 14th century for the Muslims and until now? I mean, why it's crazy for you, but it's not crazy for the rest? I will tell you. You are a person who went and, look how many books you have behind you. Supposedly you're educated. So you start, seeing stupid things in your books. And in order to, instead of denying Islam to be a truthful religion, you decide to deny the books which is behind you in the shelves. And those books are transmitted through time. And you say to us that the Quran preserved. But the one who's reporting the Quran for you is the same one who reported hadith for you. So how come you make fun of the one who made the hadith delivered to you is the same person who delivered the Quran for you? Because if he is a liar there, he is liar here. Are you getting my point, guys? Those who they delivered the Quran to the Muslims today are the one who delivered those hadith to the Muslims today. So if the delivery guy is not trustworthy and he is a fraud, well, the Quran is a fraud too, because he is the same person who your prophet talked about him to deliver the Quran to you. And if your prophet trusts him to deliver the Quran, that means your prophet is a fraud too, because he trusted a fraud. He is not inspired by God. Why Allah want to inspire a person to say to him, go and tell them to go and take the Quran from this. خُذُوا الْقُرْآنَ عَنْ أَرْبَعَ. Take the Quran from 4. And by the way, did you? So going in denial is a great news for all of us, because the Muslims are fighting over the stupidity of their prophet. You see, you try to say, I don't accept it, who care? It is your prophet who says so.
That is subjective. It is something that is certain. The notion of rejecting mutawatir ahadith simply because it is not rational, right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this.
Did you hear what he said? Some Muslims are trying to reject a trustworthy hadith because it is not rational. Did you hear the word he said? This is not me saying those statements. This is Yasir Qadi. It is not rational. The Muslims admitting that Muhammad's statements is not rational. Is Muhammad been accused by Yasir Qadi that he is not rational and he is stupid? Can somebody tell me what the definition of the word rational? When you say that they are not rational, what does that mean? Muslims, help me. The words of your prophet, his prophecy, this is prophecy by the way. We are making fun of a prophecy. Muhammad prophesying the future. Muhammad prophesying the judgment day. Muhammad prophesying what will happen. So we are making a fun of a prophecy which is irrational. Who said so? They said that, not me.
Basically, is that mutawatir ahadith are certain. يفيد القطع. It's not dhanni. It's not something that is subjective. It is something that is certain. The notion of rejecting mutawatir ahadith simply because it is not rational, right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this strand of Islam versus the bulk of
And here you see the hypocrisy of the Muhammadan. They say to us, well, God, he sent his son to save us. This is not rational. This is what they say. And here you see the double standard as usual. So is it rational that Jesus have no father? Is it rational that Mary, she gave birth to a person, she have no man? Is it rational that everybody die except Jesus is in heaven? Is it rational that Jesus, he can say to the man, come from the grave, he come? Is it rational that Jesus, he made the blind see? This is all in the Quran. Is it rational that Jesus can create from the mother bird? Is it rational that Muhammad cannot do any of this? Yet he is the greatest prophet. Is it rational that Jesus have no sin? But is it rational that Muhammad the greatest, he have all kind of sin, and the Quran report that? Even Allah, he says to him, may Allah forgive your sin. I mean, have you ever heard of a God saying to God, may God forgive your sin? Have you ever heard of a God? He say, may Allah forgive your sin, Muhammad. Is that rational? Is Allah making a wish to different Allah? So it's very funny that Muslims, they try to say, okay, if something is rational, we should reject. Sorry, not rational, we should reject. If it's rational, we accept. What is rational in Islam? Is it rational that you will have an orgasm of 70 years? If the orgasm is 70 years, the sex, how long? If 70 years is your orgasm, and you will have 72 women at least, this is the lowest reward for a human being. This is the lowest reward. The 72 is the lowest, remember. So if you have 72 women, and each one of them, she will have 70-year orgasm with you will have with her. That's mean to go back to the same women, you have to wait for 5,040 years. So what's the benefit of having 72 women? If I need to wait for 5,000 years to go back to the first one which I just finished with. And what is rational about it if all of them they look the same? You have 72 women, they have the same eyes, the same skin, the same look, the same voice, the same hair. They look exactly the same, so what's the point? All of them. Okay, Abdullah, he left Islam. That's wonderful, Abdullah. How are you, my friend? Why you left Islam, Abdullah? You don't want to get the virgin and have 70 years orgasm? You don't know what are you missing, my friend. I advise you to come back to Allah right now so you can have 70 years orgasm. How in the world? You want to be rational, Abdullah. I advise you to come back to Allah. 70 years orgasm. So you sleep with the women, and then she have to wait 5,040 years. I mean, maybe the number is not clear for you. Let me type it for you in the screen. When you have a sex with a woman, you have to wait. Because remember, there's a turn. Allah, he don't like, a turn. So in order to come back to her, you have to wait for 5,000. I'm typing in Arabic, hold on. And 40 years. Abdullah, my friend, you will miss it. I feel sorry for you. And imagine this woman, after the Muhammadan have sex with her, she will do what exactly? She will be watching the other women having sex in the same bedroom for the coming 5,040 years. So when Muslims they speak about rational, is it rational that God, he promised you boys in the Quran? This is Quran. Boys, slavery even in heaven. If we ask this gentleman, Okay, what the boys will do for you in the heaven? He will say to me, they will be servants. Is it rational to have, is it even decent to have boys serving you in heaven? Is it? Where is your decency? Do you accept your child to be a servant of somebody for eternity, a slave of somebody? Watching him having sex, the child will be 80,000 little boys will be around the Muslims in their beds. Each Muslim, he will have 80,000 boys. Where's the dignity to have boys watching you in the bedroom having sex, and according to you, they will give you wine. And they will serve you wine. Is that a bar? Is that a pimp house? And slaves are all over and they are little boys? So when Muslims, they speak about rational, they themselves, they have no rational logic. You are the last one to complain about rational. So Muslims, don't talk about rational. I agree with the Yasir Qadi. You know, the Muslims, if something not rational, they say we don't accept it. But this doesn't mean you don't accept anything in Islam, because nothing in Islam is rational. Muhammad is killed by a poison, and he is the greatest prophet. Jesus, Allah, he saved him. Okay, why Allah want to save Jesus, but he don't want to save Muhammad? I thought that Muhammad is the greatest. If you have a fire in the house, let us say, you are the Lord of the house, and this house have many priceless things. And then you go to inside the house and you grab the most important thing for you, and the rest you let them die. That's mean Muhammad is not important for Allah. According to your rational logic, Allah saved Jesus. He let Muhammad die. And yet you like yourself, you say that Muhammad is the most beloved person to Allah. It's not Jesus. The highest for Allah is Muhammad. Even Allah, he wrote the name of Muhammad on his chair. I mean, what's wrong with this God? He created a chair just to write the name of Muhammad on it. I mean, have you heard of somebody, he is obsessed of his creation? It's you who created, so you should love all your creation. Especially from the same kind. No. There's a favorite. Yet this God, when death come, he could not save his prophet from death, but he saved Jesus, according to them. So please don't tell me about something rational. You have none. From the beginning to the end.
Mutawatir ahadith, simply because it is not rational. Right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this strand of Islam versus the bulk of Ahlus Sunnah or the bulk of Sunni Islam. So,
now check this out. What does the hadith say at the end? When there's utter destruction, how will this be brought back? Then Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people, let me repeat, look at it for yourselves. ثُمَّ يُرْسِلُ اللَّهُ مَاءً, Allah will send down on earth, shower down on earth, fluid from beneath his arsh. So beneath his throne there's a collection of fluid, which is kamaniyir rijal, which is like the sperm of men. This is going to shower down on the globe, and what's going to happen is this is going to then give birth to once again life. So sperm. So for that, people, I had to yeah. So oh yaar ye blizzard, huh? यार ये क्या हो रहा है यार? What's this? What kind of games are? So Allah is going to send down a blizzard of sperm-like, sorry, man sperm-like fluid. So this and for some reason this sperm bank is under the throne of God. I mean, that's what this actually is saying. Look, and it mentions Yumni, that it will come down as it will be ejaculated down onto. Abbe yaar ye.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Allah will send a blizzard. I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, I like that you are getting the umbrella
Blizzard,
ready.
huh?
What's wrong? Why they are not taking it in a, like, I mean, take it easy, my friend. It's true. Actually, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, actually, if you think about it. Okay, how Allah will resurrect people from death? Like what? He will say, all of you come back from... No way. He would do something. Chemical. It have to be chemical. You are created by chemical, so Allah will recreate you again by chemical. How that chemical work? Blizzard of semen. Non-stop. Will cover you. Will shower you. Strong blizzard. You choose the right word, my friend.
Huh? Yaar, ye kya ho raha hai, yaar? What's this? What kind of games are... So Allah is going to send down a blizzard of sperm-like... Sorry, man sperm-like fluid. So this... And for some reason, this sperm bank is under the throne of God. I mean, that's what this actually is saying. Look, and it mentions Yumni, that it will come down as it will be ejaculated down onto. Abbe yaar ye. What on earth is going on? Seriously, I mean, what on earth is going on here?
Tell us.
This is so preposterous, honestly.
Far from being illogical, this is completely logical. So all of these small issues of, how...
Here you notice two sides of madness. One saying it's illogical, and they say this is very logical. What he just said, Yasir Qadi? What he said? Listen carefully what he said. I don't know. You see, when those people, they speak, especially if somebody claimed to be a sheikh like Yasir Qadi, try to listen carefully, and those people, they choose their words carefully, because Muslim will torture them when they say a word which is not accepted by them. And actually, this guy is choosing his words carefully, and look, they are torturing him.
Preposterous, honestly.
Far from being illogical, this is completely logical. So all of these small issues of, how about this and how about that, it's not strong enough to reject the mutawatir ahadith about the coming of Isa ibn Maryam.
Man, honestly, I don't... Then they say, why can you question this stuff? How can we not question it? How can we not question it? I mean, there's bloody sperm blizzards that are happening, and we got to kind of watch out for, God knows, showers of sperm coming down, and there's got to be, I don't know, sperm banks up there under the throne of God.
They bring a whole bunch of rational objections, right? That these reports don't make any sense. Why this? Why that?
I mean, how does this stuff, seriously, how is this not questionable if it goes against reason?
Well, Allah said so.
I mean, what kind of disgusting nonsense is that? Why would you want to believe stupid, dumb stuff like that? I mean, if you want to believe it, then,
See, Muslims, they say, why you say Muhammad is stupid. He just said, why you want to believe something stupid like that? The one who said that is Muhammad. This is Muhammad saying that. And the books about it is all over the place. It's not like one book, two books. This is the book Al-Mustadrak ala Sahihain, which is reporting Sahih Hadith. Volume number 5. Page number 697. I will post the link for you. The book speaking about how great the Prophet, Shafa'atun Nabi, Allah, the Prophet of Allah will intercede. This is the purpose of the writing of this. And then the one is reporting the hadith is a very accepted, trustworthy person. This is Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. And then he says, when he says, وَيَزْعَمُ أَهْلُ الْكِتَابِ, he go back in the page number 697. He's asking you to go back, okay? And then he says, إِنَّ الْمَسِيحَ يُنْزِلُ إِلَيْهِ. And then he says, and I heard him saying, this is a different story now. The Christian, they say that the Messiah will come back. Yes, we believe in that. All right? And then he continues saying, and I heard the following. And then he continues saying, so it was dishonest from him who's saying that the Christians are claiming this story. It's not the Christian. We Christian, we don't believe in such a garbage. If you really, if you claim that we believe in that, show me the reference for this garbage. Well, we Christians believe that God will send a sperm, and the sperm will, you know. So this person, he claimed that in the book it says, and the Christians claim. This is not the Christian claim. This is your prophet claim. It's your prophet claim. And the hadith about the people of the book is this one. That's it. Same time, if somebody believes in this and he is not a Muslim, why you put it in your book? It is you who believe in it. And this is why you see, just to refute what you are saying, that this is what the Christians or the Jews, they say. In this story here, the Jews, they look bad and the Christians look bad because the only one his intercession is accepted is the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad. So how the Christian, they will say this story that we will go to Jesus, say to him, intercede for us. Jesus will say to them, oh, go to Muhammad. The story is so clear. It's about Muhammad interceding for the Muslims. And the intercession of others will not be accepted. So this cannot be a Christian story, cannot be a Jewish story. It's 100% Muslim story. So when Allah, he says, he will send, or your prophet, he says, that Allah, he will send a sperm, ejaculate, yumna, Allah, and he come from his private part. And this is one of the books. There's many books. Let me pause this one first for people in the chat. And we can show you tons of those books, not only one, not only two. And all of them, they are trustworthy by you. But in order to get away from the madness, you know, you laugh at it. And I understand. If I am you, I will laugh too. The Shia website, this is a Shia library, but I don't care really for the library itself. I mean, I care for the books. Hold on, let us... let me find a different website. And you will see even Ibn Kathir here report this story. Al-Qurtubi report the story. Who's left? Let us see. Here we go. So when his name Yasir Qadi, he speak of it, and he say it is sahih, and then as a Muslim he will say it's not accepted. Well, your religion is really messed up. I mean, who is the one who decide what is accepted, what's not? Who is the one who accept? Who is the one who reject? It says here, هذا حديث صحيح على شرط الشيخين. And it's mentioned in the book of Mustadrak على الصحيحين. And this is the reference. And it's mentioned in the book of Al-Ahwal. And this is the reference. And this is the interpretation of the chapter of our room, supposedly. It is post. I mean, there's tons of books, tons of reference. You click and you read and you will die laughing. This is Al-Imam Al-Qurtubi saying the same. Al-Qurtubi. Ibn Kathir saying the same. Isn't it? This is madness. Let us open this link. Al-Qurtubi. Okay. This is the book of Al-Qurtubi. The Qurtubi agree with it. وروي عن أبي هريرة قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم etc etc etc. And then it says from Ibn Mas'ud, the hadith, it says ثم يقوم ملك الصور بين السماء والأرض فينفخ فيه. And then he go to the part where he says, and then there is no, like a human being is alive, they will be dead. فيرسل الله ماء من تحت العرش منيا كمني الرجال فتنبت جسمانهم. So Allah, He will send sperm from under the throne, and this is throne, look like it have like testicles, you know. Let us say Allah will ejaculate, and then his ejaculation is going to come right away under the throne directly, because remember, supposedly we are living under the throne. The throne of Allah is in the size of the earth and the heaven, so we are exactly the same size. It's a flat earth for Allah, and this explains why the rain will cover all the earth, all mankind. Why? Because it's a flat earth and we are exactly in the same size of the throne, which is a chair, square chair most likely. So Allah sitting there, Allah will ejaculate, Allah will, his sperm will come and over all a human being, everything, and then his sperm will do something in Arabic called nushur, which means your body will come back to its state. So tons of scholars reporting the hadith. So when Yasir Qadi, he approved it and he said this is a true hadith, and you go crazy, well, you can go crazy, or we can go laughing. English translation, my friend, here we go. He showed you the English translation. I don't have it. If you have the website he is using, tell me. I will use it. I don't know what website he is using for the video, because he is showing English translation. I saw in his page, in his video, but I don't know what website he is using. So if anyone knows which website he is using, let me know. You know, I just gave you the link in Arabic for the hadith. The Sunnah.com doesn't show this hadith, you know. So here, as you see, he is showing you, obviously this is a Muslim website. Maybe there's no translation for it, I don't know. Maybe he's using just Arabic website like the same I'm using, because I don't see here translation too.
Elaborate detail on the end of time. What's gonna then happen is, look at all of this. What will he goes through in, details.
Anyway, Hey, Abdullah, you want to have my phone number? I don't receive phone calls, my friend. You can call me using Paltalk when we say people they can call. No problem. Anyway, so I'm so glad that Muslims are starting to use their brain. It's a gift from God. Give it to everybody. Muslims, Christians, Hindu, Jews, whatever you are, atheist. God, he gave us a gift as a human. We are different from animals. Animals are given what is enough for them to survive. The bees are created to be bees. They will not be something else. They're going to do something else. Their job is to go around and collect honey and to pollinate the flowers. Fly is a fly. Frog is a frog. Human being is the only one. Because God, he gave him a gift. He can do what a human being cannot do. Because the brain has given him the extra ability. By the brain, he was able to go to the moon. By the brain, he is using little tiny machine in his pocket. He can speak to somebody around different galaxy, maybe, not only in the Earth, maybe in the space. So, a human being is different. But we are still living in a time where somebody can believe in his stupid statements and teaching like Muhammad. And because now we are more educated, Muslims cannot take it no more, and we see more and more Muslims. This guy, as I can tell you, this guy is in his way either to go crazy or to leave Islam. I mean, look at his behavior, how he's acting. This guy, he lost his mind after hearing this. But this is nothing compared to other things. I mean, how come you did not laugh at the Quran saying that Allah will give you women with big boobs? How come Allah will ejaculate is a problem for you, but Allah, I mean, we are talking about what? The Holy God. The Holy God is working right now as we speak, designing women for us, and those women, he will soften their skin and will take him 1,000 years, which is very weird because you can just buy some Nivea or Vaseline to soften their skin. And if Allah is the one who created the women, I mean, why you create their skin so harsh to the point you need 1,000 years? I mean, how slow are you, Allah? And the Muslims, they say to us, if Allah wants something to be, he say be. But Muhammad always exaggerates with his lies. So he said to them, Allah is softening the skin of those women for 1,000 years. He exaggerated in his lies, and by exaggeration, he exposed himself as a fraud. How come you did not get upset from the Quran saying Allah, he sent hail from mountains in heaven? How come you did not get upset from the Quran saying that the sperm of the man coming from the backbone and women have a sperm coming from their ribs? How come you did not get upset that the sperm will become a congealed blood? This one is the one who made you upset. Why? What is the problem? Case sensitive? Touching the nerve?
The notion of rejecting mutawatir ahadith simply because it is not rational, right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this strand of Islam versus the bulk of Ahl Sunnah or the bulk of Sunni Islam. So,
Now check this out. What does the hadith say at the end? When there's utter destruction, how will this be brought back? Then Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people.
Here you notice how he fooled himself. He says that the Ibn Mas'ud said that the Christian claim. No, you see, this is why it's called hadith, my friend. This is why it's called hadith. If this is the Christian story, that will not be a hadith. This is what he said, copying it from his prophet. And the quotation in front of you, you can show the whole page.
Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people, let me repeat, look at it for yourselves. ثُمَّ يُرْسِلُ اللَّهُ مَاءً, Allah will send down on earth, shower down on earth, fluid from beneath his arsh. So beneath his throne there's a collection of fluid, which is kamaniyir rijal, which is like the sperm of men.
And the funny, by the way, it says here yumni. You say this is why this person, he says the word ejaculate. Allah himself will ejaculate. So he's not lying in the translation. Yumni. Allah will ejaculate, and his ejaculation is the same as the ejaculation of men. That's what it says. And he is the one who is putting the line for you underneath of it. And he is the one who used the word ejaculation. Allah will ejaculate because this is what the hadith is saying. And he is saying we need to question this because it's not us, the Christian, who say that. This is why you are questioning it. Otherwise, you don't need to question it. The Christian says that. This is their business. But you are questioning this because it is your prophet reported by his Sahaba, his companion. They said that. So you can question as much as you want. But if you are a person who really want to question, you question everything. You don't pick up your cherries. Everything in this religion not only is a questionable, it's a crushable. Not a single thing there makes sense. I'm going to stop now so you guys can download the video so we don't make it too much long. I want to say thank you guys for being here. As you see, Islam is hilarious. Islam is stupid. Islam made by a man for the man. Islam God, he ejaculate. Islam God, his ejaculation will cover every man. Get your umbrella. So when you see this person carrying an umbrella in the top of his head, excuse him. You will do the same. This God, he could not resurrect a human being except by using his private part and doing ejaculation, and then the sperm will shower you. And now this poor guy is using his umbrella to cover. Look how fun, look how happy he is that God is ejaculating and the sperm is coming. If I am a believer, you should not cover yourself by the umbrella. You should be happy to have it and maybe do something else with it. Isn't it? This is your God, the holy ejaculation. Why you want to cover yourself by the umbrella? Are you disgusted? How you can be disgusted? Why all Muslims now are holding umbrella after they heard this hadith? What's wrong with you? You should be excited. You should be proud. The God who ejaculate. And here we need to ask a question. As long as he agreed that the hadith saying that Allah will ejaculate, but isn't it this is mean that Allah he have a penis and he have testicles? And when Allah he ejaculate, he was thinking about what exactly? I mean, what he was watching. There's women, they are naked in the front of him. He was able to do it by himself, or he needed some help? There's many questions come with this ejaculation theory. Muhammad came into us with it. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to download the video. I will keep it only for a few hours and I will take it down. So please download it as soon as you can, as long as it's ready. It take maybe 15 to 20 minutes to be ready for the video to download. Otherwise, I'm not going to keep such a dirty, filthy video in my channel. And the Muslims who keep saying to me, why you keep talking about sex? Well, there's nothing in your religion except sex. This is your religion. And those are your books. And the sperm is swimming only in Islam in the top of your head. Only in Islam. There's a God who his job is to ejaculate, to resurrect you. His job is to make your penis English. His job to make the vagina fit for that. His job to make... Have you ever heard of a God who want to make women bum 1 mile size? I mean, what's wrong with you? Why the women bum will be 1 mile? And if she have 1 mile bum, I mean, where I'm going to get an underwear for her? And what is the benefit of this bum? What's wrong with this God? And the funny, they say that Yasir Qadi complaining, saying that the Muslims, when they see something irrational, they complain. Well, nothing rational there, Mr. Qadi. Nothing there is rational. Is it rational that you will take jealousy from the women so you can have sex with all of them and nobody get jealous? This is rational. Why? She is not a human no more. She is not a human no more. So Allah will kill the humanity inside you, will make you a sex toy. So you don't have a feeling that, oh, this guy who is your husband is sleeping with everybody. So Allah will kill your jealousy. How great. So it became a silicone Barbie for sex. This is Islam. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And I will see you soon again. Christ is Lord. And I apologize actually that I am using the word Christ in such a topic. But I use it, so may the Lord clean our mind from the garbage which is thrown upon us as a human being. From semen flying from the sky because of Muhammad. We need Christ so we come back to our sense that God is holy. God is not a pimp. Never follow a pimp God. That is Satan. Isn't it obvious that this religion is sexual religion? Isn't it obvious that God who promised me women if I believe in him, he is Satan? What about this God he say, as Jesus said, he and she, they will be the same as angels in heaven? Which means we are free from our addiction, we are free from our sin, we are free from our temptation, we are free from our needs. Jesus make you free. Muhammad, he make you sex addicted slave. If this is what you want, I say to you, everyone goes where he belongs. The bees goes to the flower, and the rest of goes to different places. Go wherever you want. Either you choose the flower or you choose what is dirty. Which one you choose? So we invite the Muslim to believe in the true God. We invite the Muslims to repent to God. We invite the Muslims who keep talking about Jesus is coming. Yes, he is coming, my friend, and he will question you. How dare you even to believe that God is going to do this? How dare you? Repent, my friend. We Christians, we love the Muslims, but we don't love the devil. And Allah is nothing but a fiction devil created by the devil himself. The devil had many names. Many names. He will adopt any name, will deceive mankind. He can come to you as a priest or a false prophet. Jesus said, be aware of false prophet. They will come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but there are wolves. Be aware of false teachers. Be aware, my friend. He will come to you in many forms, in many ways. He will never give up until he make you fail. And when you are failed, he will leave you alone. This is why you see a believer, he suffers more than someone is not a believer. For this evil Satan, he's upset from you. He targets you. He will strike you over and over and over until he knocks you down. And we will never let him knock us down. Pray for the Muslims, for their salvation. Pray for all mankind. We love them. But Islam, obviously, is very, very bad. God bless you. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Thank you very much. Download the video and don't forget, few hours and I will take it down. Take care.